Hi all, welcome to a bit of a delayed Sorare content video. Basically we've got some boxes from not past the festive game weeks, but also just quickly talk about squads and that that we're running. So we've got 4 boxes in total. I think it's 3 rare and 1 limited. Brought a few cards in over the last day or so. Yeah, 1 limited, 3 rare. So this is the 1-star box. I'd laugh if this was market credits just to give us that a little bit more, to put us to 20 quid. Funnily enough, oh, partner, I love it, I love it. So these are, if I'm right, all 3-star, 2-star boxes, 3 2-star boxes. We'll get our terms in the end. I think it's like between 1 to 5-star. 5 essence, sorry, and then 1 level, which is a bit underwhelming really for a 2-star box when you kind of break it down. It's a bit rubbish. I don't want level up so rare, I want 5 essence please, but hey ho. And we finish off with another 1. So rare essence we're now up to 28 and 293 for limited. So basically we brought in some players in, mix of like in season champion cards. Got out some of the rubbish to bring in a rare Ruben Yanez. We've got a Vipotnik, which was to help for the festive game week, which allowed us to win one of the boxes actually for under 23 days. We still need to tie down some extra additions. But as you can see, we're 20 to 30 squads at the moment. We've not sorted out the cap squads for the game week. We've still got to do a lot of work in terms of like these McCarthy's. We've basically still holding them. It's a bit of a problem really. Just need to basically tie down, I think, goalies for each squad. Whether it means we're on a 4-man, I don't know. As I said, I've been trying to get players sorted, but the challenge at the same time is when you're trying to go for classic and in season, I'm trying to balance spending what I can accordingly, and when you're going through some accounts as well that have these cards, it can be a little bit harder said than done. But I'm going to keep pushing and hopefully get before deadline sorted, because I've just not been able to finish teams really. But this team will have a 5-man because I have seen a couple of goalies that are cheap that are playing. So rare goalie in that would give me a chance for classic. I am going to try and push for in season. There is a couple of teams further down, like obviously Challenger's not in this week, but Challenger, I have seen a couple people that are basically having selling the lower end teams but for dirt cheap, and nobody's jumped on it yet. So I'm going to try and tie down Challenger. There is a couple of contender teams I've seen cheap, rare as well. I'm going to tie down, hopefully with a bit of luck he says, but it's going to be a lot harder said than done, especially when you look at these, like the last Hamilton we've just got to get rid of, but I have faith that I can try and sort out options and bring in a whole lot more contender players in terms of like Scotland, basically, because that's kind of where we're going to have to just go with for in season, but for classic obviously just rely more so on like hyper motion, I would say, maybe going back to Albacete, but see where I can look at from a Racing, Gijon, basically all the teams I generally know that are doing alright, and see what we can fill the gaps. I will maybe try and sort out a last minute goalie for here, because obviously Shinton not playing hurts all of these teams, but under 23 is hit hard, but I have faith that I can. I've seen a few options. It's just a case of tying them down, bring them in, and hope and pray we can make it happen. But I'd like to be near a full, not necessarily full strength, but at least being able to field, say like that as a full, say a 4. At least these 3 as 4-man squads, and hopefully try and secure the goalies for some teams. See what I can do last minute. As I said, I've been trying to work at under mile an hour, and it's just, you can only work as quick as you can, but filling in gaps and filling in as we go, but see how it all plans out. As I said, from this we will quickly jump to the Hibs Predictorfy stuff, and I will run it from there, folks, so give it a wee sec and we'll... So basically we have got ourselves the Hibs squad for Rangers. So basically Jordan Smith in net, Bashiri, Iredale, O'Hora as the three centre backs. Now I'm keeping it as a 3-5-2 simply because Hibs might kind of try and go for it rather than try to play defensively with Cadden. Two Caddens will still play fullbacks, that is a given, but do we go to a 3-5-2, 5-3-2 kind of approach? We are going to play three centre, like the system is working for us. It's just we've just got to kind of buckle up really. Midfield wise, I'm leaning still more towards Newell starting. Like Kwon, I don't see starting on Sunday if Newell is fit. If Newell is hunky dory, he will play. Kwon had his chance against St Johnstone and was kind of the one that was scrutinised a lot by Hibs fans respectively. Almost getting the abuse that like Nectar first got, really, as it were, but Kwon just didn't take his chance really yesterday to kind of say like, look, this is why I should be playing every week, or try and find a reason to play me. Like both Caddens will be fine. Like Campbell, like if it was me personally, I would drop Campbell, put Hoylett there and put Gale with Boyle, but can't really put Gale up top starting. I feel like having him as a off the bench is kind of what he's going to get given just now, I'm afraid, but could be proved wrong for Sunday, and it's Hoylett plays where Campbell is and Gale just so happens to be up top. But Yuan, as far as I've still heard, the knock is still a factor, but also we are still looking that he may be out the door fairly shortly. Just a case of wait and see. But personally, I would say like if O'Hora is deemed match fit, because obviously he was on the bench yesterday, I would say that he will start over Miller. I feel defensively he's stronger than Miller. As long as Iredale's fine as well. I've kept it 60-40 on him because Iredale has been getting a few knocks and a few batterings. Karen took a sore one yesterday from Holt. So like, yes, he's still 90%, but it is still something that I'm hoping there wasn't any real lasting damage for him, because we know he's had some injury problems that have hampered him. But it's kind of why we keep Gale and Yuan, and even the Hoylett over Campbell at 20%, just because there is that kind of, there is still an air that Gale or Yuan could just magically come right back in. Like Yuan, I wouldn't be surprised if he's deemed fit and it's like, say today in press conference, and Gray's like, we're going to put him in. I would actually then think that's where Campbell would get dropped. Hoyle would move into Cam, Yuan and Boyle maybe lead the line, or Boyle maybe at Cam, whatever it might be, or it's just those three kind of elements. But see how it goes. But I feel like until we get some new bodies in, like Rocky's place is still secure for now, until Marvin like comes back. It certainly must be a more serious thigh issue than anticipated. But yeah, there's definitely a need to bring in a couple of more attackers. McCurdy had one chance yesterday. Levitt didn't really do much on his off the bench yesterday either, and Mariah Welsh just not getting a sniff at all either anymore. So yeah, lots coming in, lots going out, hopefully at Hibs, and as I say, that's why I said in my notes, winning odds is 18%, clean sheet 15, which would be kind of right. And as I said, if any new signs come in, don't be surprised to see them possibly get a chance to start if registered and so forth in time. Just to kind of compare the Rangers squad that's been touted: Liam Kelly, Jeff Tay, Proper, Sterling, Yilmaz, Raskin, Diomande. Battle for like Danilo to maybe start over Bajrami or Cortez, Hadji, Cherny and Igamain. But I would say personally, like I think this is like a Rangers team that here for the taking, because they'll be riding on that high of beating Celtics comfortably. That they're not necessarily there for the taking. It's like we seem to be one of the few teams that can turn out for them against Rangers and Celtic, and this could be the game that does it. But we will wait and see and take it from there. But let me know, folks, what your thoughts are for game weeks, Hibs and all that good stuff. As I said, any questions, let me know. As always, folks, make sure to show your support as always to all the SPFL predictors. Stu does Rangers, Motherwell and Aberdeen are Pedro and Watty. Celtic is McBride. St Mirren is Pedro again. Dundee United is Watty. Dundee United. Dundee United and Hearts is Watty. Kilmarnock and Ross County is Pedro and Watty. Joys of like who's about for these kind of teams at the same time: Dundee and St Johnstone, Watty and Pedro. As I said, when you're supposed to be like the team expert, that's why we just stick to what we know and work from there. But hopefully, as I said, all useful for you folks. Have a good one, folks. Take it easy. All thanks for listening as always, and I'll catch you all later.